Hey everybody, it's Carmela. Gosh, it's been 2 or 3 weeks since I've been live with you all. And so I'm excited to be here. When you jump on, say hello. If you are a business owner, you're in the right place. If you have a friend that's a business owner, be sure to tag them in this video so that we can communicate together and so that they can be encouraged. You know, sometimes being an entrepreneur can have the appearance of being lonely, but it don't have to be. It don't have to be. And so make sure you jump on and join me. Let me turn this all the way down. Here we go. So y'all come on and say hello, hello, hello. All right, there we go. I'm just checking everything out, making sure it's working properly. And I just want to talk to some business owners on today and just encourage you, And as we encourage you, and you know some other business owners that can use this encouragement, you should tag them in it. You should tag them so that they can be encouraged as well. That's the biggest thing, y'all. That's the biggest thing, that we do this thing together. Now, when you come on, say, hey, I'm going to share with you 5 things that I got from Dr. Miles Monroe, 5 questions that everybody should ask themselves. And I'm just going to tie them into your business journey as an entrepreneur. That's what I'm going to do. All right, here we go. Let's get this thing started. My dog finna start barking because somebody is on my porch. She always does. Wouldn't you know they would come when I'm live. All right, she's gone. All right, so here we go. Let's get started, y'all. Let's get started. Hey, Pastor Sarah. Thank you so much for jumping on here with me. Come on, Princess. Come on. Maybe she'll come away from the door. Y'all know Princess has been gone for like 2 weeks, so she's kind of mad at us right now. She's not really talking to me. She ain't really talking to me. She'll sit in the room with me with her back to me. Hey, Miss Helen. So I told Troy I'm gonna give her 2 days. I'm gonna give her 2 days. Hey, Jackie, I'm glad you could jump on. I'm gonna give Princess 2 days to get out her feelings, and then we will maybe things will be back to normal. Hey, sis, how you doing? All right. Come on, Princess. Now, look, y'all. Come on, Princess. Y'all, I got these. I won these maracas in the Dominican Republic because our team tied for first place. And I love them. Y'all know I love music. And they were handcrafted. Ain't they beautiful? So pretty. I just wanted to share them with you. I'm not going to be shaking them on here, but I did want to show them to you. And maybe that'll also calm Princess down. She is so funny. But like I said, she's been sitting there with her back to me anyway. Like she grown, like she run the house. So she a little upset right now. That's right. She's a little upset right now. But let's go. We're going to go into these 5 questions. My name is Carmela Williams. To those of you who don't know me, I am a small business coach. And I shouldn't say small business, but I'm a business coach and I help entrepreneurs. One of the main things that I help entrepreneurs do is master their pricing, help you get in front of the right audience so that you can connect with new people. Because a lot of times we're stuck in business because we don't have new eyes. We got the same customers and the same people seeing things. And we'll say, well, my customers don't like that. No, baby, you just need to get some new eyes on your stuff. You need some new customers, right? And so how do you do that? You know, and so I help you with that. So I'll help you master your time. I'm going to help you master your prices. And then I help you get in front of the right audience so you can master your message. Because sometimes people ask you what you do and you tell too much. It's like, we don't know what you do. We don't know what services you offer. We don't know what to buy from you. One of the ladies on here, Miss Tina, she's on here now. Here she is. This lady right here, Tina, sells jewelry. And so she's been in my classes and workshops, and she always gives me updates. And one of the things that I tell people is you need multiple streams of income, but you need to master one before you roll into the other. And that's exactly what she did. So now she's launching her candle line, but she mastered that first one, got the prices right in the first one. And so I love it. And I love how the two things complement each other. So y'all should make sure y'all check out Miss Tina's page. Jackie say my business is booming. Just need a boost. I got you, Jackie. I got you, because let me tell you something about business growth. Business growth is a blessing, but it can also be frustrating if you don't have systems in place. Easy way for your customers to pay you, easy ways for you to track your orders, specifically with Jackie, because Jackie does a lot of advanced orders. And so then it may take a few weeks for that the inventory to come in. So how do you track that? How do you keep your customers happy? How do you let your customers know what's coming? When the inventory comes in, how do you know who got what? So you do need to have some systems in place so that the business growth doesn't become overwhelming. And so that's what I get to come alongside you and help you do. So the 5 questions that I got from Dr. Miles Monroe, I'm not taking credit for these questions, but I'm going to add in from a business perspective. Question number 1, who am I? Who am I? Oh, Jackie said her stuff go through customs. If it's anything like my experience coming back into the U.S. with customs, God bless you. That was, look, this was not a pleasant experience. It was just long and unnecessarily drawn out. It was crazy. I'm grateful for them for keeping us safe. But good gracious, it was a rough experience. So yeah, but you got to have systems in place to make sure that your customers understand, what's going on. And let's be honest, sometimes customers, we don't really care. Like, I just need my stuff. And so one of the best things for you to do, Jackie, is make sure that you have some type of disclaimer that you send everybody in your invoices so that they understand that, these items can take up to 4 weeks to get here because they go through customs, blah, blah, blah. So that they know that way they're not harassing you every week. They know in advance how long and how your process works. I had one young lady, I was trying to use her system and I had to go through 2 separate websites to get my order placed. And I was totally confused. It took us an hour going back and forth in the inbox for me to just figure out how to schedule my appointment. And so you need systems in place. What would have happened, what would have been better for me as a new customer was that there was something she already had pre-typed out that says, welcome. I'm so grateful that you're my new customer. And in order to book with me, there's 2 steps. Step 1, go to this website, choose your blah, blah, blah. Step 2, go to this website, schedule your blah, blah, blah. Step 3, I will follow up with you so-and-so, and I look forward to seeing you. For me, that would have been such a blessing to have everything in one place, and I know what it is. And then for you as the entrepreneur, that's not something you got to create every time. You create it one time, and to all your new customers, you send them the same message so that they understand how your process works and how your system works. That's how you keep your customers happy. It's not that we don't want to wait, but we want to know in advance. And so if you let your customers know in advance, it'll really help you. Question number 1, y'all drop this in the comment for me. Who am I? Who am I? 5 questions everybody got to answer for themselves. Who am I? When I ask you, who am I? Who am I? You can't say I'm a nurse, because I'm a nurse is what you do. I'm a nurse is not who you are. All right, Jackie, come on. I'm ready to help you. I'm ready. So when I say, who am I? You got to begin to look deeper within your purpose. What is your purpose? What were you created to do? What were you created to do? And you know what, Jackie, I've been there too, because I had one client that said I've been working with her now for 6 months, and she's hitting her financial goals. And she said it was so overwhelming, the growth. And so she began to say, I pray for this. I'm not going to complain. I pray for this. And then we just put systems in place to make the growth easier. Question number 1 is, who am I? This is a question that you got to answer about your purpose. Listen at this. You don't need a good reputation to be famous. You need focus so that you can make an impact. See, a lot of times we think that it's about what people say and it's about the people. We got to get delivered from people to understand who we are, not who your mama say you are, not what your family wants you to do, not the family business, but who am I? What is my purpose? Because sometimes your purpose is not tied to what your family has done. Sometimes your purpose puts you in a very uncomfortable place. Sometimes your purpose puts you out there by yourself and you have no sales of recognition of what you should be doing in this business, but you're just going, right? Like the lepers that were healed along the way. It's like, okay, God, I know my first step is I need to start this thing. And so you grow as you go, but you got to first understand what your purpose is. So for me, I understand what my purpose is. I understand that I love helping women. I understand that my purpose is attached to single moms. I understand what my assignment is, so to speak. And the reason this question is so important is don't start a business, don't start a career that's going to be contrary to who you are, that's going to have you on the inside in knots. It's so important that you know this in the beginning. Now, I probably was 35, 40 before I got to this place, but you don't have to wait that long. Who am I? Question number 2, where am I from? This is an important question. Number 2, y'all help me out. Put it in the comments. Where am I from? Don't forget where you came from, because let me tell you, a lot of the things that you are ashamed of, that you overcame, are the very testimonies that's going to open the door for your business. It's the very testimonies of why you do what it is that you do. And when you begin to share where you came from and what you overcame, that's how now those stories resonate with your customers. Your customers want to get to know you. They want to know who you are. Why should they choose you? They're going to choose you because you remember where you come from, and your story is going to speak to them. When you're telling them where you're from, when you're telling them, hey, Angie, when you're telling them what you've overcame, the hardships that you've overcome, when you begin to share that with your customers and share your story, it's typically tied into why you do what you do. Understanding number 2 helps you understand number 1, because when I understand where I come from and I understand the hardships that I overcame, when I remember the whispers of the people saying, well, look at her and she's pregnant and she got those kids and she a teenager and she didn't go to college and she this and she that. When I remember where I came from, I realized that I've always had to fight. I've always been an overcomer. And then when I started my business, it was the same thing, because the Lord had me to start something that I didn't see around me in my little small town. I didn't see other business coaches. I didn't see other leadership training experts here. So there wasn't somebody I could call and say, can you mentor me? I had to go somewhere else to get what it was that I needed. And then I find myself out in another state, somebody that at that time had never flown. Anywhere we were going to go, we were going to drive. And here I am around people who don't look like me, who don't think like me, made more money than me. I had to deal with all of those things. Remember where you come from. I had to deal with the fact that I was uncomfortable talking about money and talking about prices. That's why this is such a passion for me, because I was broke for quite a while. I was busy. I had a lot of work. But I was still broke because I didn't understand prices, because I was uncomfortable talking about money. I was uncomfortable charging people. But because my purpose is to help other people and empower other people, I had to overcome those things so that my business can fund my destiny. My business can fund the kingdom work that God had called me to do. My business, because see, I really wanted to go into ministries and help ministries that were struggling like we used to as small ministries, but those ministries didn't have budgets to be able to bring us in. So I had to get comfortable in business and charging and doing what I needed to do from the corporate perspective so that I could go and serve in the kingdom perspective, that my business funded ministry. And a lot of you have other dreams and things that you're doing, and your business is going to help you get those things done. But the first thing you got to know is who you are. What is your purpose? Number 2, where are you from? Don't be ashamed of where you come from. Don't be ashamed of the hardships that you have. Those things that you are ashamed of, are the very things that your customers need to hear, because you're going to connect with somebody else that has a similar testimony. They're like, if she can do it, I can do it. And sometimes we don't want to work with people because we think that they always been up here, and you don't understand the hardships and the struggles and the things that they overcome. And so you're like, man, I can't. She can't help me because she don't understand what I'm going through. I was looking at somebody sharing their testimony recently who started their business in a closet, and now they have a custom boutique. They started going live in a closet. We didn't know. And now here it is years later, they built a custom boutique. So you don't know where people started from, but somebody needs to hear your story and your why, and they're going to connect with you and resonate with you. Question number 3, why am I here? I mean, like here on the earth, like your life goes beyond just paying bills. Why am I here? You got to answer this question. You're not here to just make a living. You're here to make a difference. You're not just here to make a living, you're here to make a difference. So you've mastered your business and your business is doing well. You got your systems in place. The money is coming in. Okay, what are you doing with it? What are you doing? Who are you helping? What kind of foundation have you created? Are you doing a scholarship fund? Your business got to go beyond you. That's what I want you to understand. See, when you run your business, that's why we dedicate our businesses to the Lord. And I know, y'all, it's so easy for us to remember to give it to God when we're sick in our body. That's easy. It's easy for us to remember to give it to God when our kids need something. That's easy. It's easy for us to give it to God when we're getting ready to go for a job interview. We praying, Lord, give me the words to say. Let me have faith with the people. That's easy. You should have the same faith when it comes to your business. The same faith. Every day, get up. God, how can I make a difference today? Who are my clients? Y'all already know my mantra. Your clients can afford your prices. Quit being broke because people want you to bring stuff down, but they'll stand in line for 3 hours and buy $200 shoes, or they'll pay $300 for a custom wig, but they can't pay you $99 for your workshop. People are not paying you for what you do. They pay you for what you know. You're an expert in your area, and you got to believe in you. Question number 3 is, why am I here? As an entrepreneur, you got to believe in you. You got to believe in your business and the vision that God gave you so much that you're willing to invest in it. You're willing to become an expert in it. The reason that I can stand here as a business coach, the reason that I'll charge what I charge for my Women's Elite Academy is because I've invested in me. I've spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. My certification alone was $5,000. That include the renewal. That don't include mentorship. That don't include the travel. That don't include the other courses that I've taken. That don't include any of that. It started at $5. But listen at this. It took me 2 years to make my money back. That's crazy. You know why it was crazy? Because I had limiting beliefs when it came to charging. I had limiting beliefs when it came to money. I had limiting beliefs when it came to systems. I didn't like wealthy people. Can I just be honest? Because I don't know if I was taught this or what, but it just automatically felt like they think they're better than me because they got more than me. Those people didn't think that they were better than me. That was my own insecurities talking. Why am I here? What will you be known for? That goes under why am I here? What will you be known for? This is what you got to understand. You got to understand what it is you're going to be known for. What is your legacy? When you're no longer here, what are you known for? Your business is going to go away? Listen at this. You need to build the kind of business that when you're ready to retire, you can either leave it to your children or you can sell it for a profit. Because all the time, our kids don't want to take over our business. I see businesses every day, and we saw it a lot when the pandemic first hit. The kids don't want to take over the business anymore. And so restaurants and stores, mom and pop stores that have been around for 20, 30, 40 years closing down because the next generation is not interested. Build the kind of business where even if your kids and your grandkids are not interested, that you can sell it for a profit. That's the kind of business you want to build. You don't want to build something where you constantly hustling. And then when retirement comes, you have nothing to show for it. You have no payroll. You have no retirement accounts. You haven't built a house. You're still in debt. No, we want to build the kind of businesses where we have business accounts, one, where we have payroll we can pay ourselves, where we can get out of debt and live the type of life that we want to live. If we want to travel, we can travel. We can put our kids, our grandkids, and our great-grandkids through college if we want to. I want you to build the type of business that you can sell or you can leave to the next generation to take it to another level. Why am I here? This is what you're going to be known for. And I promise you, it's going to go beyond your business. That's why in your business, it needs to be attached to something bigger than just money. It needs to be attached to whatever that thing is that you're passionate about, that you want to be known for. It could be a mentoring program. It could be a nonprofit. It could be a music program. It could be whatever it is, that so that you can help those people who were like you in number 2, where you came from. See, that's what mine is tied to. I want to help those people that's still stuck in number 2, where I came from, so that I can help them move forward. Your business can't be just about making money. It's got to go beyond that. It's got to go beyond that. Number 4, what can I do? What can I do? Again, these 5 questions came from Dr. Miles Monroe. I thought they were so powerful, just in you discovering who you are and what God created you to be. But when I heard the 5 questions, I immediately thought about entrepreneurs. You got to be able to answer these questions for you as a business owner. What can I do? That's number 4. Drop that in for me. What can I do? What is my true ability? Most of us live below our true potential. Why do we do that? Because we accept what other people say as our truth. What can I do? Stop accepting what other people say as your truth. Some of us have no sales of recognition. We have a dream about something that we want to do, but we ain't never seen it done. And so because we've never seen it done, we think, yeah, that's just a daydream. That can't be me. It can be you. Somebody had to be the first. Why can't you be the first to get it done? That's why I was sharing with you my testimony. I had to go somewhere else to get the coaching that I needed, and that's okay. And then you go back and then you empower those in your region and those people that's assigned to you. What can I do? Stop allowing other people's words. Stop allowing what you've seen to be your only parameters. Create something new so that your children and your children's children can be exposed to something new. I'll give you a real practical example. I took my first flight to Boston, Massachusetts to see Pastor Sarah a few years ago. That was my first time ever getting on an airplane. My first cruise was a few years ago. That was my first time going out of the country. My niece and nephew were little. They were like 9 and 7. When they took their first international trip, I had an aha moment. I said, oh, I love it. They don't have to wait until they're 40 to understand what it means to have international travel. I told my kids, I want my grandkids to get their passports right now. They're not even 3 yet. All of them are under 2. All of them are under 3. Give them passports right now, because I want them to experience the world. I want them to travel. I don't want them to be afraid to fly. I don't want them to be afraid or uncomfortable talking about money or wealth. This is why you got to be able to answer these questions, because the business that you're building has to go beyond you. Question number 4 is, what can I do? And this is another one you need to answer. This is still in number 4. Who is in your circle? Who are the 5 closest people to you? Statistics say that you will be like those 5 closest people to you. If the person that you spend the most time with is negative and cynical, you will pick that stuff up in your spirit. You may think you do a good job, but we're here to tell you, you don't. And if that person, I'm just going to say it because typically it's somebody you love. If that person is your mama, you might need to limit some time that you spend with mama. You still go hang out with mama. You still let mama know you love her, but you ain't got to sit there all day if mama is negative. You need to take that time that you used to sit under mama and listen to her complain. And be like, oh, I wish you would hush. I wish you would hush. Invest that time somewhere else. Connect with some other people that know more than you, who've been further than you, that have more than you. And don't be intimidated. You sit and you learn. You ask questions so that you can grow. You get you some books. I got Audible. I'm reading the 10X Rule. Let me tell you which 2 books I'm reading. These are really good books too, y'all. They really help me with business, and If you're in multi-level marketing, I follow Eric Worre, Worre. He's another really good one. I can't listen to everybody, but I really like Eric. And let me find my Audible, and I'm going to tell you the 2 books I got. The 10X Rule by, his name is Cardone. And the second book I just downloaded this weekend, if I can find this, because y'all could tell I always have my stuff written down so that that I don't get stuck doing stuff like this. I'm pretty structured, but I do feel that I want to share this with you because leaders are readers. Drop that in the comments, y'all. Leaders are readers. Leaders are readers. We're almost done. Give me 10 minutes. There it is. Leaders are readers. All right. So it's the 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. That's the first book. And the second book is Atomic Habits by James Clear, Clear. The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone and Atomic Habits by James Clear. And then I read everything by John Maxwell. One of my favorite books by John is Developing the Leader Within You 2.0. The reason I like Developing the Leaders Within 2.0 is because it encompasses of all of his prior books. It's a little bit of everything in there, and I love it. And then it has like little worksheets after each chapter. So Developing the Leader Within 2.0 by my mentor, John C. Maxwell, is those are 3 really good books. If you want to find you some books on leadership and developing yourself as an entrepreneur, those books will really help you. The 10X Rule is really good because it says whatever you set yourself to do, if you want to grow, do 10 times more. So 10X it, 10 times more. You need to do 10 times more to take your business to the next level. So that one, and he don't cut no corners. And so I listen to the books on Audible because I'm an audio learner. So I like to hear it. And so that's why I do it that way. All right, we just did question number 4. And the last question number 5, where am I going? That's number 5. Drop that one in the comments. Thank y'all for hanging out with me today. Where am I going? This one speaks about your destiny. Where will you be 10 years from now? Because what you did in your 30s is setting you up for your 50s, probably. What you did in your 20s set you up for your 30s. What you do in your 30s set you up for your 40s. What you do in your 40s set you up for your 50s. You have to be thinking far ahead. See, where am I going? That's it. Where am I going? See, the poverty mentality thinks only on what I need to do for the moment right now. The abundant mentality is thinking about your future. So as an entrepreneur, you would do yourself a disservice if you only just got your head down and you hustling, just trying to make ends meet from day to day. As an entrepreneur, you need to be thinking 3, 5, 10 years ahead. At the very minimum, you should be, we're in April, so we're in the second quarter. You should be planning your 4th quarter of this year. Your 3rd quarter should already be planned. And many times, y'all, we are just trying to get along from month to month and week to week and day to day. If you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you got to change the way you think, and you got to begin to plan in advance. Now, the plan may not go the way that you wanted it to go, and that's fine. The key is that you had to plan and you tweak what didn't work and you make adjustments along the way. So it don't have to all go perfect, but the key is to at least begin to train your mind to have a plan. And then now when I'm making my goals every day, my goals today are because I've taken my annual goal and divided it by 12. I got my monthly goal and I've divided it by 4. I know my weekly goal and I can divide that by 7 to see what I need to do every day. And if I miss it today, and if I miss it this week, it's okay. I adjust it so that I can still hit my monthly goal. And if I don't hit my monthly goal, I know what my quarterly goal is. And if I don't hit my quarterly goal, I make it up and I make the adjustments in the next quarter. But it starts, you got to work backwards. You need to know where you're going first. That's the ultimate goal. And then you work backwards. And then a lot of times we get stuck because we didn't hit that overall goal. We're only trying to hit that overall goal. And so we're not celebrating the journey. We're not celebrating the small accomplishments. You should be celebrating the small accomplishments along the way. So that's your 5 questions. Who am I? Where am I from? Why am I here? What can I do? And where am I going? Those 5 questions came from Dr. Miles Monroe. I love his teaching. Don't forget, we have a masterclass coming up on May 1st. It's called How to Earn $2,000 in 30 Days. The class costs $99, and I'm going to give you 30 days of support in the inbox. So you won't be calling me and texting me, but I will respond to you in Messenger or inside of our group, the Hungry Entrepreneurs group. What we're going to be focusing on is 1, creating and maintaining momentum. It is so hard to get momentum started where people are knowing that what you're selling and they're looking for you. And whenever they want something, you're top of mind. But you can create that momentum. And when you create that momentum, a lot of times what we do is we think, whoa, I had a great month, and we relax. I'm going to take off for a week. No, you can't take off. You got to maintain the momentum. You got to figure out a way to schedule posts or whatever you need to do so that even when you take off, you are still engaging your customers. Creating and maintaining momentum. We're going to actually share with you specific examples for those that's on the call, that's in that Zoom class with us. That's why we're limiting it to 15 people so that I can work with those 15 people to hit those goals. Number 2, we'll be focusing on repurposing content and securing advanced sales. So many of you have done a lot of things, and every time you get ready to do something, you starting over. Why? You don't have to start over. You just need to repurpose it. Think about the best keynote speaker you know. And I want you to go and look, just put their name on the internet in, what is it called, y'all? The video play, YouTube. And go watch their videos. I guarantee you will hear the same storyline in almost every one of their videos. The only thing that changes is they tweak it depending on who the audience is. There's a way to repurpose your content so that you're known for that. And then you can secure advanced sales. So even for this class, I already have sales from my regular people in my group who've already secured their spot before I made it public. I haven't emailed it out. And I haven't done the live here because I've been just working with the people in my group. And so there's ways to get advanced sales. The third thing we'll be working on in those 30 days is setting and achieving your financial goals and objectives and projections. And I just gave you an example of that. And so you have to have those financial goals and projections in place. If you don't have financial projections for your business, you will accept leftovers. I just took what I got. I guess nobody want. Nuh-uh. You got to take it up a notch in your business when you have goals that you are trying to meet, and your goals will help. It's going to help other people. That's why it's important to know why you do what it is that you do. Every day is a different day I do in my business, and the customer says she looks forward to what I post. So I have to be consistent. And so what Tina did in her business is each day has a different focus. So like one day a week is meet the owner. So she's going to share a tip about herself. One day is shipping day. So she may show us packages of what she's shipping. One day is set day. So she's going to show us the sets that she made. See, I've been watching. And so I kind of seen that she's put a system in place. And so those are some of the things that you're going to learn in this masterclass on how to time block, how to get your schedule right. Because if you got payroll got to be done. And don't do, I work one of my, our assistant pastor, which is a dear friend of mine. She has a tax business. So I would volunteer down there every year in January. And it never fails. All these business owners come in there with these huge boxes of receipts because they haven't put anything in the computer all year long. And that's fine because you can pay somebody else to do it for you. But if you're a solopreneur and every dollar counts, you need to have 1, 2, or 3 days a month where you take that envelope that you got in your car full of receipts for your business and you bring it in the house and you put it in your spreadsheet or you put it in your, I use QuickBooks or whatever you use. If you use QuickBooks, I'm not a QuickBook affiliate, so I'm not going to get anything from promoting QuickBooks. But if you use the self-employed QuickBooks online feature, it has a thing that'll scan your receipts in and then you just tell it where to go. where to plug it up in your receipts. And so when tax time comes, you're not scrambling trying to find stuff. And let me tell you, receipts fade. So the receipt that faded, you don't even get that deduction because we don't have no proof. So there are systems, basic things that you can do to make doing business easy. Y'all, this works with business and it works with ministry. Ask me how I know, because we've done it. So whether you're running a nonprofit organization, whether you're running a for-profit business, the administrative part, the systems that you put in place are the same. The way that you care for your people, the way that you make sure that your customers understand what's going on, a lot of that stuff is the same. And you just need a way to make it flow so that it's not overwhelming. Let me tell you something I believe, and I'm going to jump off here. I believe that God blesses us in proportion to our capacity to handle it. He blesses us in proportion to our capacity. And we believe that for everything, but I believe it also for business. And so if you don't have the capacity to handle growth because you're going to be so overwhelmed, I just need a break. You ain't ready for growth. When you get your systems in place, then you can handle the growth and it won't be so overwhelming. Okay, I'm looking for a few more people to close out. Let's have a sold out masterclass on May 1st. In the month of May, I'm going to be working with those 15 people in inbox. I might do a chat. We may do some extra videos or whatever. I'm not sure. But my goal with those 15 people is to make sure you hit your financial goal and you get some systems and things adjusted for the month of May for $99. I can't go no cheaper than that. Because it should be $4.99. I understand that, but I really wanted to do this and take you through a whole 30-day process. So make sure you click the link. The link is in the description and secure your spot. When it's sold out, it's sold out. The payment plan is no longer available because we're in the 21st. So it's $99. So make sure you grab your spot. First come, first serve. All right, Tina, great. Because I knew you were checking your calendar. And so y'all make sure y'all secure your spot so that we can work together and let's have an amazing May and let's do it together. Y'all have a great day and I'll be back soon.